guys, and welcome back to Haut Beyleron. So, on yesterday's episode, what we got done was quite a few things, including chickens. We got the bees now. We've got all 3 fields planted with canola. We took on a couple of cultivating contracts, as well as some other contracts throughout the map. But the cultivating contract was this field down here. Sorry, these 2 fields down here. Now, we got them done, but started to realise that our little starting cultivator was not great. Had a quick look, and what we managed to find was a lempkin. So we picked up this bad boy. What is it? It's the Lemkin Smargard 9. Thing is brilliant. Made everything so much quicker. So you can see the overhang. The cultivator we had literally was tire width to tire width. So we've gained almost double the width. So we got the chickens fed. They've already started producing eggs, which is great. So we've got 60 kilos of eggs there. We do only have the 15 chickens and rooster, so we'll up that pretty soon. We're probably going to end up putting in a second little chicken pen. And we've also got the bees producing honey. So we've already got 120 litres of honey there. So that's good. We'll keep an eye on them. But first things first, I'm not sure if you noticed as we were walking past, but we've got 2 fields here. So the 2 fields that we drilled are currently full of weeds. So what we want to do is we want to jump into start. Get him started up. Now, for those of you paying attention, you will have noticed down in the bottom right corner a few extra features. So what you will have noticed is enhanced vehicle has been added to the mod list. So we now know all of our weights. We now know that, for instance, we've got 9.3% wear on our tractor. We've also got diff lock available, so should we need it, we can have that little bit extra just to get us out of any sticky situations, like especially if we start having to grab water from down in this little river here beside us. We will look into greenhouses soon. As I said, we definitely want to get into productions on this farm. Being that this is our first series on the game, we want to try and experience as much as possible of the game. But we want to do it in legit fashion. We don't want to just add money into the account and go and do everything we want to do. But anyway, that's enough about how we're not going to play the game. So, as well as the enhanced vehicle mod, we do have a couple of other mods now in the game. Majority of that is all from the in-game mod hub. much available on the in-game mod hub. However, we do have a couple of private mods that I will not be putting onto the game save until those mods, or those modders, have said, yeah, mate, we want it out there, we want to see it in game, we want to see it working, and we want people to see it. But anyway, we've got quite a bit of work to do here. Now, I'm not sure why that patch has not germinated with the rest of the field. It's a full strip all the way across. Anyway, it'll catch up. We all know that we had the same issue in 19. But what we will do is we will continue with the weeding. We'll throw this into a time lapse here, and we will see you guys when we're done, or when we decide we've got another job to move on to. Okay, so that pretty much covers this paddock. We've got this small little bit to do just here. What we'll do this, we'll go and drop the weeder over near paddock 1, I do believe it is. No, it's not, it's like 30 something. Well, it's our paddock 1. And we'll let Massey take over from this. We'll put the forks onto the front of the stale, and we'll move that pallet of honey out of the way. I'm not too sure if a second pallet will spawn there, because it is only a small spawn spot. So we won't put this directly onto the field. The other thing I need to make sure of is whether the Massey's going to need a set of narrows or road crop tyres, because it does have wides on it at the moment. I'm not too sure, but I think in the early stages of plant growth we don't require it. But we'll find out. If it starts to destroy the crop, then obviously we'll go and get some narrows put on. But considering, I'm not sure why I used but there. Now, considering how much of one single fruit type we have in the ground this year, and there was a reason behind that. We don't need wheat or barley for chicken food. We've got 12,000 litres in the silo already. We literally wanted just a large cash injection, and if we could do majority of it in just one Is that destroying the crop? No, it's not, so we need to get you on there as quick as possible and get you going. But yeah, we want a large single intake of things, or fruit type, to just put as much cash into the account as we can. We can't do soybeans at this time of the year, so canola was our next best option. Eventually we will be doing different fruit types because, like I said, we want to get into productions. Let's jump out of this guy. We'll head back up to the farm. He's got that under control. He's only got this paddock to do. Now, the paddock does need lime, but we obviously can't spread lime. We can spread fertilizer, which we should now be able to do because we're into a different growth stage. Well, at least for those two fields. I think that one has to go to its next stage before we can fertilize again. But we'll jump into here. We started up before we joined anything. You just there. Let's go and move this pallet of honey. Now, we may as well stick it on the trailer with the straw, because that's all going to get sold off today as well, I think. No point in hanging on to it anymore. Like I said, we're not doing animals anytime soon that are going to require that. That was going to get very messy if I tried to do any better. Rightio. So let's see how we go at picking up these pallets. Now, I want to bring them in a bit closer. Oh, that was actually a little worryingly smooth. Slow, but smooth. Figured there'd kind of be another belt there. Anyway, what is our current prices for things? So we've got 12,000 litres of wheat. We're not going to sell any of that off. Like I said, we're going to put more chickens in to the pen we've got. We're also going to potentially put a second pen in, but we'll figure that out soon. The other things we have now are straw. Forget about that. That's the 4,600 litres we have in our hayloft. We didn't have enough to make another bale, so we just shoveled it in. $147 per thousand at the livestock market. We're in October now. I can't imagine it's going to get too much better. And, whoops, the other one was honey. Nearly didn't look at everything we've got. We're in October, so we're still down the very bottom. We want to wait until February, March before we look at selling that off. And where was that at? That's at the farm shop. $3,000 per thousand litres of honey. That's not bad. But anyway, we will go and put this back in the shed. We won't actually sell it off just yet. Ah, yes. I forgot that I put that on an angle because my dolly reversing skills are woeful, to say the least. Now, do we just take this up and get rid of that straw? It's not going to get any better. I think we do. That'll empty the trailer up for more things. And we've got to look at purchasing some fertilizer. So, we want the livestock market. Where are we going? Oh, that's not bad. That's where we go to take the rocks. So, yep, we can deal with that. Sorry, guys. One of the cats is in its litter tray. So, we'll just get this across to the livestock market. We will leave the forks on. Ah, yes. Thank you, car, for showing me I was on the wrong side of the road. We'll leave the forks on because what we'll do is we'll head to the shop after this and we'll grab some more fertilizer. Pretty sure we need it. Just grab 1 or 2 bags. Don't need too much. Goes pretty far, especially in that spreader. But anyway, you can see the beacon of light we're heading to. We will see you guys over there. Oh, deers are just appearing in the middle of the road. It's like a some sort of Terminator deer or something. Anyway, here we are. We are at the livestock market. So what we want to do is trailer just floating around on its own. Okay. No, we don't want to do that. Don't want lights. Okay, I've forgotten how to remove. So what we want to do here, yes, honey's not accepted here, we're aware of that. I want to remove the straps, I'm forgetting how to do that. That's not too bad. We made quite a bit of money off of those bales. What we'll do, we'll take this back to the yard. We will put it back under... Oh, actually no, we can leave it out now. The honey doesn't need to go undercover. We're not going to lose that like we would the straw or the grass or the hay bales due to weather. We'll see how old mate's getting on with the weeding, and we will attach the fertiliser spreader. Ah, yes, that's actually what we want to do. We want to go to the shop. So let's just go this way. I was forgetting something. Well, that's pretty cool. I haven't been on this road yet, so it is a cool map. I really do like this. Get around there without taking the sign out, without taking people out. Rightio, we'll see you guys at the shop. We'll grab some fertiliser and head back to the farm. Now, for those of you following the Sandy Bay episode, you'll realise that I'm pretty much trying to stay on top of every dollar that goes in or out of that farm. And that's because that farm was created from the money from our No Man's Land game. And the plan is to figure out how well we do over the course of that game series. This one, we're not so much worried about money in, money out. Oh, we've got some bad issues with... I don't know what's going on there, but I swear the front wheels are trying to reverse and the back wheels are trying to go forward. Anyway, we'll leave that there. They're on. That's the main thing. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we're more concerned. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Why is it not letting me do tension belts? What am I doing wrong here? Anyway, we'll just use the keyboard. I'm trying to use the PlayStation style controls on the top of the steering wheel. It's not interested in letting me do that. Yeah, so we want to know whether Sandy Bay venture was profitable. And once we've figured out, or once Sandy Bay has come to a natural conclusion, we want to make sure that we come out with more money than we went in, including land purchase and everything else. Now, I'm not too sure how long that series is going to go because I'm not too sure how much time I'm going to spend on it. Obviously with FS22 now being out. And it's not going to be long before we start seeing some pretty good maps. One to note realistically is Calmston Farm by Oxygen David. That is going to be a brilliant map, and I really can't wait for it. Alright, so turn that indicator off. We'll get those fertilizer bags off of there again, and we'll get the fertilizing underway. Pretty decent wheelie. Really kind of want to wait on for this, but we'll just nice and slowly it. We'll drop them as close to the spreader as we can. The movement of the bags when you put them down is just brilliant. Yeah, quick tidy up. By tidy up, I mean we'll just move this trailer out of the way. Yeah, get that all the way filled up, and that should take care of... easily. That will easily take care of what we need for these two fields. Rightio guys, so we'll throw this into a time lapse. It's going to be a quick one. This thing does spread pretty well. And we'll see you guys to have a look in the used equipment market before we call it a day. Okay, so we obviously have a section here. It's not going to let us fertilize. Not sure why it let us do that section but not that, but that's obviously something I'm not aware of. What we'll do is we will try our luck just on this field quickly. I'm not sure if it'll let us because, like I said, I think it needs to go into its next growth state. Just because this was done with our original seed drill, not the new coon that has the fertilizer in it, and it was fertilized after the fact. So we'll just do that quickly. Oh, it is working. Perfect. So yep, we'll throw this back into the time lapse. We'll get these two fields done, and then we'll see you guys to have a quick browse through the used equipment and determine whether there's anything we need. Other than that, we'll have a nap and end the day early. Okay, so that's the fertilising done. As you can see, there is obviously a big section there that we can't do. We did try and go over that small little slither on the bottom of 41, but that is obviously a part of what's been missed the original time, so we'll just have to wait until that goes to its next growth state, as well as the top of 38 there. But anyway, for now, we'll put this guy back into here. We will finish filling it up again, or as much as we can. Whatever's left in the bag will go in there. That can get dropped off. Pull forward. Forks on the ground. Alrighty, so to end off the episode, before we rest, what we might actually do is so we can take up to 30, and we've got 20 in there already. So let's just get them in there. $60 because we bought the cheap ones, the ones that have got a lot of growing to do. Now, the food's still not too bad, so we might leave that until it realizes what it's doing. We'll have a look at them in the morning and give them some more food if it's required. But for now, come up here, we'll have a look at the used market. Okay, so we've got two different loading wagons here. We don't need either of those, and we can't afford the saddle track. This is cool though. I've been wanting to use this. So if you come into here, what goes on the back of the saddle wagon? Yes, yeah. Should be sprays, shouldn't they? Or is it slurry tanks? Yep, there you go. The saddle track. So that's all the stuff that goes onto the saddle track there. That'll be pretty cool. But A, we don't need that yet. With B being a massive, we cannot afford all that yet. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to end the episode there. We'll rest until tomorrow because there's nothing left to do on our farm. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for joining in. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like the video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, join the channel, and can't wait to see you for future episodes. Thanks, guys.